Hey friend, Daniel here with StockMusicLicensing.com, bringing you the best tips and strategies for selling your music on royalty-free libraries. Give up. How many times I've said that to myself? My internal dialogue many times told me to give up. Even before I got started, I had that internal voice of me saying, give up, give up, give up. This is a very negative self-talk that we all have. By default, we humans are negative. This is something that you can do your own research on, but it's very hard to build something up. It's actually easier to bring something down than what it is to build something up from the ground up. Now, I have documented my journey here on this channel over the years. I've certainly done videos about me wanting to give up along the way. And nowadays, obviously, things have changed, things have evolved. The marketplace has changed for sure, even since the time I started documenting my journey, which is all the way back to 2016, I believe, at the end of 2016. Hello and welcome to Diva Production Music TV. Here I will be sharing my music, my journey, and we'll be talking about royalty-free music. I will have a vlog as well, like a little bit of behind the scenes, what do I do, and yeah, I mean I will have some. Yeah, well, one of the things that was really hard for me in the beginning was to actually get started. And that was really hard. Even though you might have the skills, I found that until you really get started, it could be very... I started my YouTube channel as a way to communicate, as a way of sharing. I want to give value to you, to anybody that is out there that wants to embark in this beautiful journey of selling your music online. I started in music licensing by uploading my music to Audio Jungle. I've seen some success, I've seen dark sides as well. I've seen a lot of defeat, I've seen a lot of rejection, I've seen a lot of hardship. Some of these stories I share them in my podcast, because on the podcast I do go more in detail, more personal, and more that content is more long in length. It's much more intimate, if you will. So if you want to go and check out the Stock Music Licensing podcast, go over there and you can hear many stories of how I got started, why I went through the things that I went through, and how I managed to break through to be here today sharing my story. It's really hard for us to try to pursue something when it comes down to music. We have a lot of baggages when it comes down to following our dreams. We have a negative programming from either family, parents, society in general. We have this idea that we can't make any money with our art, we can't make any money as a musician, as a guitarist, as a composer. So this is already being programmed within us. We might not be aware of that, but it's there. So the only way to break through is to actually to have a lot of positive self-talk, to have daily routines, daily habits that will reinforce, or that will actually bypass that negativity in your head. Now, there is such a thing as hardship with whatever we do in life, and everything that means something to us, we know that it will require a lot of effort, it will require a lot of persistence, it will require a lot of perseverance. So when I hear complaints from newcomers that the money's not enough while we're selling music on royalty-free libraries or stock libraries, that it's very hard to get accepted, which it is very hard, but it's not impossible. That it's very hard to be in a competitive market, oversaturated market. What's the use? You know, there are other ways to license your music, and there's always the same thing. Whatever avenues you choose to embark on in order to license your music, either is with stock libraries or selling with exclusive libraries, the struggle is the same. Whatever way you choose, and if you choose both, which is what I recommend, but obviously on this channel I specialize on stock libraries, royalty-free libraries and subscription libraries, which is changing the landscape as we speak.
So when it comes down to giving up before you even get started, you have to really examine yourself and say, why am I doing this? Am I doing this just to share on Facebook with my fellow composers and friends that I got my track placed in the Kardashians, even though you're not making any money? I mean, the placements, unless it's a big placement or something that is a really good placement, most of the times it's really little money that you get from those placements. And the same is true for selling music on royalty-free libraries. Even if you sell music on a subscription library like Artlist, the downloads that you get, or the money that you get per download, is really little. Okay, the same is true with Envato Elements. It's really, really little. I mean, you will be shocked. That will make you want to give up if you're just doing it for the money. Even though I'm here telling you that you can earn money by selling your music on royalty-free libraries, you have to have a stronger why. And we hear this again and again and again. What's your why? For me, certainly was not only to earn money, but it's more, it's deeper than that. It's more than just earning money. And what a lot of people don't realize is that I have used my journey as a stock music composer as a way of me growing as a human being, personal development. And I know this might sound a little bit funny to you, but I created a daily routine. Positive habits happen because I started working from home and doing music full time, and I had to create a new routine. I needed to quit very terrible habits that I had back in the day, like smoking, and that's again for another story. I had to start working out. I had to really develop a routine of working and treating this as a job. So becoming a full-time music composer became my day job. And that required a lot of strength, a lot of perseverance, a lot of positive self-talk, and doing things that I might not want to do. Because when you work full-time on something or on anything that you do and it becomes your job, there are certain days that you don't want to do certain things, and that's where you have to become a professional and say, I don't feel really like making this thing right now, like uploading a track or putting metadata or whatever it is, but that's part of my job. Not everything is fun, not everything is just composing music and feeling good about it. So there's an aspect to that, and then there's an aspect as well of perseverance and how can I bring to the table the best version of myself. It takes more than just actually wanting to sell the music. It's actually deeper. If you choose to go down that rabbit hole or open that Pandora's box, you will find that there's more to just selling music online. And what can that mean to you? My journey started by just working from home, selling music on royalty-free libraries, and then I started doing YouTube. I started creating content. I started my podcast, courses, the mastermind group, and there's so many other projects that I have in my head that I want to accomplish because I started recording music one day to upload it to Audio Jungle. That's how the journey began. And along the way, yes, there's a lot of highs and lows, and many times I questioned and I said, I want to give up on this. I wish I didn't embark on this, but then I learned how to persevere and really break through and get to the other side. I mean, another skill that I have developed over the years is that I can see the talent that somebody has, the potential that you have in order to be successful doing this. And that's why I take a lot of pride in teaching and being a mentor as well and a coach. So that's something that happened because I started my journey in music licensing, and I'm really forever grateful for that. And I just want you to know that it will be my goal and my mission not only to sell my music, because I already do that. It's my goal and my mission for you to do it yourself, and as well that to know that if you're encountering, as we speak, difficulties and hardships, even if it's not just with stock music, but with other areas of your life, that there is a way out, there is a way to just move forward. And it's all up here. It's all about how we see and perceive things. And if we can change our internal dialogue, a lot of things can change. Our problems are not as bad as they might seem. And you can really examine that. And I really invite you to do a daily work, a daily practice of implementing new habits, positive habits and new routines when it comes down to writing music, to what time do you write that music, quitting terrible vices. I'm not here to tell you to quit smoking just because I quit smoking. but it certainly helped me do certain changes in my mindset and what I was doing back in the day, and work out, exercise a little bit, and just keep active, stay clean, low information diet, try to not consume too much news, too much social media. Just do stuff that is really important to you, and really what's important to you is the work. Work has a negative kind of like image attached to it, but for me, work is music and music is work. And even though art is my work, I love to work, and it's what keeps me active and positive in a funny way, I guess. So learn to love your work. If you're new to music licensing or to Royalty Free Library, I have done a free workshop for you so you can learn how to earn between $500 to $1,000 per month by selling your music on Royalty Free libraries and subscription libraries. Link in the description for that workshop. Rock and roll, and here's to your success.